Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Torch University Part 2, where we study the breakneck through the Bible. Actually, in-depth Bible study. And before we begin today, I just want to start with a short Dvar Torah. Now, I owe you from last week, because last week we didn't get a chance to discuss the Parsha, so we're going to do it this week. I just want to do one catch-up Dvar Torah on Parshas VAYISHLACH, which is last week. This week is Parshas VAYISHLACH. And if we go to chapter 33, verse number 9, we see an incredible contrast between Esav and Jacob. Now, these two characters, two brothers, two opposite personalities, have a different perspective on life. One is saying, all right, okay, so let's just catch up on the story. So we know that Jacob got rightfully purchased the firstborn rights from his brother Esav for lentil soup. And many commentaries explain how this was in the vein of honesty and truthfulness, because we know that that Abraham's trait was kindness. Isaac's trait was gevurah, which means strength, or let's call it avodah, which is prayer. He had a tremendous connection with God through his prayer. And then Jacob was through emet, which is truth. But everyone asks, how is it possible that Jacob is truth when he used trickery? Right? If he used trickery to get that blessing, then why do we consider that trait of his to be absolute honesty and truthfulness? So I heard many ideas on that, and I want to just share one quick one, and then we'll move on to the topic of tonight. And that is that you think about this. Why would he have to trick his father to get the blessing? Why would he have to trick his father? Just say, Dad, this is Jacob. I bought the firstborn rights from your son Esav, the firstborn. I have the firstborn rights. Give me the blessing. Right? And that's it. Just be straightforward. Why does he have to, put on Esav's jacket and make believe and change his voice and do all the things, right? So I heard a beautiful idea from my dear friend Rabbi Benzi Epstein from Dallas, and he said the following. He said that Jacob was very concerned about how his father was going to react. Can you imagine a father is raising his child, hoping he's going to become a righteous Jew, and then he finds out that his son was sold his firstborn rights for what? For lentil soup, right? It's so, and not only that, he disgraced it. He says, "Mazali bechora, what is it anyway? This bechora is just, this firstborn rights is just nonsense anyway. Who needs it? Who cares about it?" Right? He makes light of it. So Jacob here is being sensitive to his father, saying, if my father would hear how my brother was ready to let go of that firstborn right for nothing because he doesn't care about it, he'd be brokenhearted. So he's going to do something to just modify that truth a little bit so that his father doesn't get hurt, not so that he's able to trick his way out of the blessing. He deserves the blessing. He purchased it. But it's just so that his father doesn't have that extra heartache. Okay. Many years now, then, Jacob gets the blessing. Right? Do you understand that idea? Just to save his father that pain. Yes?
But the mother is the one who insists that he do that.
True. True. Because Jacob didn't want to do it. He said, okay. So now, Jacob gets the blessing. His mother says, run for your life now. Okay, you got the blessing, now go. He goes, and now it's 20 years later, right? Jacob worked for Lavan for 7 years, for living, 7 years for Leah, 7 years for Rachel, right? 21 years. And then he goes on his own, and then he hears that there's Esav is coming towards him. 21 years later, he's coming back to hunt me down, right? And now they're having that big meeting. They're having that big meeting between Esav and his brother Jacob. And we know that he prepared in 3 ways. He prepared with prayer, he prepared with gifts, and he prepared with armory. Okay. Now they're actually having that meeting. And now these two titans, titan of Torah and of wisdom and of character, and the titan of Olam Hazeh, of this world, of materialism, Esav was focused on one thing. How do I enrich my life here in this world? That's all he cared about. He didn't care about spiritual things. He was ready to sell his spiritual rights to firstbornhood for lentil soup. I mean, this is the quintessential materialistic person out there. And now they're meeting up. So listen to the words that they use, and you tell me who is a happier person. Okay? Vayomer Esav. Esav says to his brother, this is verse 9, chapter 33, Yesh li rav. I have a great amount. Skip two more verses later. Yaakov says, Kachnat berchasi, accept please my gift, right, which was brought to you, since God has been gracious to me, and listen to these words, and because I have everything. Okay? Do you notice the difference between how they relate to the gifts that God gave them? One says, I have a great amount. More to be desired. I have a good amount. Still more I need. The other is like, I have it all. I have it all. Do you know who else reacted like that? Abraham. Vashem berach et Avram bakol. God blessed Abraham with everything. Isaac, it says the same thing. And that Isaac had mikol, from everything. And Jacob has the same terminology. He's got it all. It's also in our benching we see. Bakol mikol kol. Right? We say that, right? It says Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, bakol mikol kol. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who all recognized that what they had was everything. Now, did they really have everything? They didn't really have everything. But they felt that what God gave me is everything I need to have. What God gave me, and therefore, you know what? I'm not jealous about what anybody else has. I'm not angry that I didn't have more. I'm not sad that I didn't get another raise. I'm not upset that I didn't get the newest gadget. I have it all. And the perspective, if we want to be happy people, and we're going to talk about this next week in our Happiness Part 2. Happiness Part 2 on Monday, Musar Mondays, might not be this coming week, it'll be the following week.
No.
That, why? Because New Year's.
No, because I thought you weren't having classes that week.
This coming week. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll send out the schedule. But either way, when a person feels and recognizes that what they have is everything they're supposed to have, that's the key to happiness. I have it all. I have nothing else. A miserable person is saying, I have, but I never have enough. I want more. I want more. I want more. Right? Like,
I don't think Esau said that, though.
he did. He says, Yesh li Rav, I have a lot, but not everything.
But he didn't say he needed more.
But that means that there's more to be desired. By saying I have a lot, yeah, exactly, there's more to be desired. Right? Not everything. Jacob says, I've got it all. Do I want more? Nothing. I have it already.
And it also says, toward the end, when they do meet up, it's like he didn't stay with his brother, even though they kind of came to terms, is because the blessing would be harder for him to stay
Right,
there.
right,
And he wanted more for less.
right. So this idea is critical for us to understand and to attain happiness.
Could you tell me what those three Hebrew words mean?
Bakol,
Yeah.
of God blessed him with everything.
Okay.
Mikol is from everything, and kol means everything. He has everything. Look what it says, right? I have everything. Everything. Nothing else. There's nothing missing. I've got it all. Okay? We're good, everyone? Perfect. Those of you on Facebook Live, thank you for joining us. Please join us live in class every Monday night at 7:30, every Tuesday night at 7. You can go on our website, torchweb.org, and find a list of all of our programs. Join us, and if you like this video, please like and share on Facebook. And thank you very much for joining us. We're going to continue our regular class now. And thank you to all of you on Facebook Live. Have a good night.